before I proceed with this video, I understand you probably just want to skip ahead to certain skins that interest you. So just look in the description, scroll down, you will see I have provided chapters. So yeah, there's a particular skin that you really want to see. If you want to skip ahead, the options provided, just look in the description. And with that, good day, Ruskin Endurers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Christmas Rush Store. Yes, the week 1 Rush Store for 2024. We have 12 skins accepted today, and, well, there's been some very interesting choices. Number 1, we've seen like 5 collection continuations. That's cool. But like the first Grenade skin to be accepted in 7 years. Oh, wow. The first Jackhammer skin to be accepted in Rush Store in all of 2024. Wow, yeah. So things are looking pretty interesting, looking pretty sweet, but how about we go ahead and quickly find out which of these skins are abnormal. So, as I've said, 12 skins accepted, but out of all of these, which ones are abnormal, which ones we'll be able to chase after next Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, I can confirm to you that the Frosty's Locker, collection continuation to the fridge from the previous year, which you can see right there, it's not abnormal. What? Well, there you go. Okay, then. But I can confirm the Frozen Santa hoodie and pants, they're abnormal. The brand new backpack, the first Christmas backpack ever to be introduced, the gift stack backpack, that right there is abnormal. The Gingerbread House garage door is abnormal. The Gingerbread Jackhammer is not abnormal. Oh, okay then. We've got the Gingerbread Man Rug here. Yep, that is also abnormal. The furnace right here is abnormal. The Polar Bear Rock is abnormal. The Christmas Grenade, yes, it's just been accepted. The first one to be accepted in 7 years is not abnormal. Oh, okay then. And then, of course, we also happen to have the Snowflake SAR. That's not abnormal. The Sleepy Bag is abnormal. That's it. We have 8 abnormal skins to chase after this week. That's perfectly fine. Not going to complain. But you also might notice we don't have the items in the current Rush Store either. What's going on? Well, if you can recall, whilst we've had the first Christmas Rush Store this week, right now, we're not going to actually see the actual items being introduced until they actually put in the Christmas update, which is going to be the 16th of December, next Monday. So I hope you're prepared for that. I hope you're fully aware of that. So yeah, we're also going to see the introduction of the ice sculptures, a brand new item that's going to be introduced to the game. So I hope you're looking forward to it. Now, some of you might be very curious and want to see, what were the scores for the skins. As you can see here on micro522.com, which is linked in the description, you can see for yourself the scores of all the skins. The majority of them were in the positive in terms of upvotes, downvotes, but there was 2 skins here that weren't exactly holding up very well, but they still got accepted. So if you've ever questioned, oh, surely all the skins with tons of upvotes are the ones that always get accepted, not necessarily, but hey, it was still a very nice variety of skins. I'm sure a lot of people are very happy to see them, and of course we still have next week for week 2. Oh yes, indeed. Right, let's go hop over to here and start yapping about how are we looking at these skins in terms of, are they potentially going to be very nice investments? So whilst that's refreshing, I'm just going to quickly go through all the details. Once again, talk about holiday skins. Gentlemen, it's only Christmas for so long, and then it's not Christmas anymore. Well, but no, seriously, take that into consideration. You see all of these Christmas skins right here? They're all going to go down in price. Yep. They're all going to go down in price. They're going to go down in price probably, how do I explain this properly? Once we reach probably around February, March, April, not necessarily due to the fact that it's spring, it's, it's the Easter dip. But by default, this happens every single year. Take a quick look at the Christmas skins from the previous year. So here we go. The first week of Christmas 2023. And, you can still see some of these skins are down in price. But more specifically, we've got Frosty's Fridge here. That's a skin that's doing very nicely at the moment, $4. But look at its history. Look how quickly it went down in price after Christmas. So take a look at that. And then take a look at that. Wow, yes. So I'm sure you understand how to approach Christmas skins. They're going to go down in price very quickly once we hit January. They're going to reach a low point around February, March, maybe even April. But from there, they can only go up in price if there's, interest. And by default, people will invest into skins around this period of time, which is what you should be doing. That's definitely something I'll recommend to you. Hold on to those skins for a good several months, most of the year. But, if you bought that here, and sold it right here, yeah, you've probably made quite a lot of profit. That's how it usually works. So yes, in anticipation for the next Christmas, that is the only way you can really look at these new skins and, consider making profits. That's what we said last year, and lo and behold, it's exactly how things played out, all right? So with all these Christmas skins, by all means, if you want to buy one for yourself, for this year to decorate your base or just look nice and get in the festive spirit, by all means, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you're looking at this, trying to make, like a nice investment, no, wait until February, wait until March, wait until April. Now, you can still put borders down and anticipate how low they might go. Fair enough. That's fine. That's totally fine. But do not be surprised they drop off very quickly and very hard, okay? So they might probably go down by about to like a third of their price. And that wouldn't really surprise me at all, okay? So by all means, Buy the skins because you like them, support those skin creators, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But if you're looking at these as investments, you don't really want to buy these in terms of buying hundreds or thousands. Maybe you do because you're like, you know what, I need to spend some money and I can wait another year. Fair enough, you do what you need to do. But the smartest way to approach this is look at them around February, March, April time. Cool. Right then, so let's get started talking specifically about the skins. Let's talk them in order of what we see here. Let's talk about the Red Christmas Grenade. So first of all, I do believe this is the first ever skin acceptance for Jew. Congratulations, JUU. I'm not saying it in a weird way. So anyway, yeah, good look at that. So just to quickly get this point across, I've had a few people come up to me today and say, Hedge, it's the first grenade skin to be accepted in forever. Clearly that's going to go up in price. Hold on a second, chill out. Number one, you can clearly see that's one of the top selling skins already, so a lot of people jumped onto it simply assuming it's going to be a perfectly fine investment. But as I've just said, Christmas skins. Now, maybe it doesn't apply too much to this grenade skin, because of course, it's the first grenade skin to be accepted in 7 years, which you can clearly see. All three of these, 2017, this right here, 2016. But please understand this. You might notice that these are up in price ever so nicely. That's $64 apparently. I'm not really sure if that's legitimate, but we'll just move on from there. $31 and $19. But there's also a case of these came out in 2017, 7 years ago. If you were to go back to the past and look at the player counts we used to have back then, so right, as of now, in December, it's 97,000 average player count. Scroll down. Back in 2017, we're looking at about 25 to 30,000 players, average a month. Yeah. Big difference. So I'm sure you can take this into consideration. The amount that these sold, not that much. In fact, right now, after a good couple hours, the Red Christmas Grenade is already the top highest selling grenade skin that ever exists. Yeah, that probably surpassed all of these skins after the first maybe 5 minutes. I'm not joking. So, okay, right. But surely, it's got demand and people actively genuinely want it. You know what? There probably are, but I'm still worried about it. And the best example I can showcase to you is to look at satchel charges. Please understand this. I don't think everyone's going to be actively racing to skin their explosives. So you might notice that's down by 1%, but it's Christmas. So okay, you've done a little bit better. That's only down by 16%. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm actually kind of surprised to see these have actually kind of recovered. But you might notice they just don't really go up in price that much either. Some of these are much older, so they've done fairly better and whatnot. Again, the amount that sold back then compared to now. But what I'm trying to get across is do not be surprised if this probably does dip in price for the foreseeable future. But if we don't see any more grenade skins again for a very long time, that probably will just graciously, slowly go up in price. Now, you skin it and it disappears. What do you mean? Well, let's go start taking a look at it. Ta-da! And get a good look at that. Nice. And red. Oh, yes, indeed. Yep, so, yeah. Ta-da! So I've skinned it, and now it's gone. Oh. Well, yay! Is it? Oh, I can't destroy him. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to get across is you've skinned it and it instantly disappears. Is it worth it? Is that what people are actively going to be looking forward to? That's a bit of a problem. I've seen satchel charges really kind of perform pretty badly. But here's the thing. If we're getting the primitive game mode, would grenades be allowed satchel charges? Guys, what do you think? I know we're not going to have guns, fair enough, but are we still going to have, grenades? What are the limits? We don't fully know. Is it quite literally going to be sword and shield? We'll see. But here's another thing I just want to show off to all of you. Whilst I can see this to myself right here, right now, there's a bit of a problem with this. Number one, when you're in third person, aka you're someone looking at someone who's God, I saw too much of myself there. Yeah, you don't actually see the skin. You don't actually see the skin right there. So it doesn't show up in third person. When I hold it as well, shut up, chat. Shut up. Shut up. Maybe that'll get the viewers up. Yeah, you can never see the actual skin in third person. So if you're someone else looking at someone holding a grenade skin, no, you can't see it. I don't know why. It is a bit odd, but hey, maybe it's something Facepunch needs to fix, considering that they've now accepted a grenade skin. We shall see. But overall, at the end of the day, if you like what you see and you want a grenade skin, go buy it for yourself. Treat yourself. It's Christmas. Yay. But in terms of investments, I'm still a fair bit cautious. I want to see how much it sells by next week. It's not abnormal. That's the big problem. And we very likely might see quite a lot of these sell. But then what's the actual, what's the stock compared to actual genuine demand? Is it close to each other, or is there far too much stock, which leads to a problem where there's going to be far too many of these in the Steam market and third-party sites? I've been over this before. You get what I mean. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. If it sells like maybe 20,000 subscribers, all right, fair enough. You know, people actively wanted it and whatnot. But what happens if we start seeing more grenade skins quite regularly? What happens if it's no longer a rare thing? From here on now, we start seeing more and more and more grenade skins being produced and accepted. Because, you know, other skin creators would have noticed this. Where's my redemption grenade? Where's my, you know, my black diamond grenade? We'll see. So I don't fully know if that's going to happen, but it's definitely something I'll be curious about. So at the end of the day, be careful. It's better to wait it out. It's better to just wait and see what the sales look like by next Wednesday. There's no harm in, you know, waiting until Wednesday or Thursday to then make your purchase. So that's what I'd recommend. So it's very nice to see something like this finally happening, because over the past few years, I haven't really seen that many grenade skins being produced, but I've definitely seen one or two every now and then that look really cool and been perfect for the game, and they didn't accept them then. So props to the skin creator. Thank you very much to Facepunch as well. Let's go put this away, and now let's start talking about the next skin. So Gingerbread Man Rug. This looks really weird in a way that's kind of like uncanny. Now, I've had a skin creator here just kind of sit here and say it's because the shadows are baked in. All right, fair enough. But, like, I'm going to go look at this in a second, and I want to hear your opinion. So feel free to comment in the YouTube comments below and whatnot. And chat, you feel free to comment as well in the, you know, whilst we're looking at this. So, yes, Gingerbread Man Rug, another rug skin to be accepted this year. How many have we had in total? Actually, haven't been keeping track of this. We've had, like, Twitch drops and whatnot, haven't we? Oh, yeah. But, yeah, no, we've had one more compared to last year. But the rugs this year have been performing very nicely. Respawn Allegory Fresco, hot. And then, of course, we have Blinds Rug, hot. And then we had Shadowborn Rug, hot. And we had the Dragon Fang Rug, which didn't really hold up very well, unfortunately. And then, of course, we have Gingerbread Man Rug. So let me just quickly get this across. We do have quite a lot of rugs now, and I fully expect to get more Twitch drop rugs in the future. Wouldn't surprise me. This, of course, is like gimmicky for Christmas with the gingerbread. But here's the thing. As we look at this in game, I'm going to go, like, you know, maintain myself over here in, like, my first-person view. Does that look odd to you? Like, it's like a picture instead of like a rug. Now, of course, I know we've seen many rugs that are basic, like posters, a thing you put on the wall, like decorations and whatnot. But it really does kind of look odd. Uncanny might not be the right word, but do you understand what I mean? And, you know, maybe it is because the shadows are probably baked in. I don't know. But, yeah. Maybe I need to resolve this with this. Now, first of all, let's just quickly go ahead and quickly find out, you know, do these glow in the dark? So, snap and tap. Also, you can see the grenade doesn't glow in the dark. I forgot to show that, but now we can see that with both. Cool. Snap. So, yes, let's go put you away. I didn't mean that. I'm not going to blow you up, Gingerbread. You're already nice and cooked and delicious. But anyway, with what we see here, it's fine. It's silly, I guess. Maybe you could trick some people and put this outside your base and whatnot. But, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, are you going to be super in theme with the gingerbread stuff this year with Christmas? Because with the Christmas update, we'll get the gingerbread building skin back again and whatnot. That'd be cool. I don't know how this is going to hold up. So let's just quickly go back. This is abnormal. We can wait until next Wednesday night. We can make considerations, blah, blah, blah. Yep, you get the whole idea. You understand the whole spiel. But, I don't know. Plus, we have had like other gingerbread skins in the past, like deplorables and whatnot, doors. We've had boxes and whatnot. It's the first gingerbread rug skin, so that's cool. But I just don't know. It's conflicting. I'm confused with this. Are people going to care about gingerbread stuff throughout the rest of the next year? Is it going to sell a lot by, you know, next Thursday? These are things where I don't know. It's just kind of confusing to me. But, again, I'd love to see your comments below, so feel free to message on YouTube and whatnot. So let's just kind of give this like a good look at my insights. So observe. Do you like what you see? Why don't we get a good look with the sun moving in the background, see how reflective it is? So there is some nice bump mapping on there and whatnot. The icing's quite reflective. Yeah, you can see the details of the crispy gingerbread. Oh, yes. But, I don't know. I'm conflicted. For what it is, it's a perfectly fine-looking gingerbread. He looks ever so sweet and delicious. But, I don't know. Are people going to actively want to put that on the walls or on their floors? Maybe on the floors, but again, it doesn't glow in the dark. Maybe people don't find that super helpful, super useful. But hey, last year we got a gingerbread bearskin rug accepted, and that eventually went up in price. But it dipped it down pretty hard initially. It went from like $2.49 all the way down to like 80 cents at one point. Could that follow suit? Keep that in mind, all right? So, Overall, at the end of the day, I'd rather wait it out to next week. But if you like it and want it, buy it for yourself. Treat yourself, right? Not everything has to be an investment. So let's see how much that sells by next week. Then we'll make considerations. And then we move over and talk about the Frosty's Locker. So yes, last year we had that ever so lovely looking fridge right there. And just we showed it off just a little bit earlier. Just to reiterate this once more. Do you remember what happened here, right? A lovely, perfectly in-theme Christmas skin. It's basically like a snow globe, cool, and the locker basically emulates that design. But just remember, it did get really cheap at one point, selling for about $1.30 at its lowest. Right now, it's selling for $4. Could that behavior emulate and happen all over again? Probably. So let's hop out of here and actually showcase this locker now. Now, I've already shown this off in the Rust Workshop skin checks, but I know exactly how to look at it because, of course, snap and tap. That right there, it stands out oh so nicely. Now, it's not the first transparent locker skin we've ever had in the game. I'm sure we've had that Twitch Drop the Clone locker. Plus, we just had a recent cool cultist one from like Will Neff. But yeah, I think that's perfectly in theme for Christmas. Does the back glow? Yes, it does. Yes, indeed it does. What about the top? I mean, no. So, get a good look at that. Over to here. Now, let's just move the sun around. Can you see the metallic parts shining, reflecting, looking ever so nice? It's a lovely continuation. I'm sure a lot of people will be appreciating that. But locker skins, how have they been holding up over the past year? So, let's go quickly take a look, because of course we did have those neon lockers, didn't we? How are they currently holding up? Oh, they've gone down in price. They have gone down, well, that's not too bad. It's only down by 4%. That's down by 34. That's down by 11. Forest Raiders locker is still doing okay. And Nuke Room locker, which came out somewhat recently and didn't sell that much, is still doing reasonably okay. Will these locker skins rebound and go up in price as we approach January time? Just to remind all of you, January 2nd is the Force Wipe for January 2025. And that basically means for the first weekend, I don't think kids are going back to school. I don't think people are immediately going to be working super hard. I do believe January Force Wipe weekend for 2025 is going to be absolutely immense with a lot of people playing. A lot of demand for skins then, and of course potentially some very nice high skin prices. Will that actually happen? Will these skins rebound to go up in price? Not just the lockers, but all skins in general. Keep an eye out for that. But I've got to be honest with you, with the player counts over the past few months, prices have been good. Not amazing, but they have been good. All right. So keep that and keep it all in mind and whatnot. But can they do better? Oh, of course, yeah. So Frosty's Locker, 2 skins in a row over the past 2 years now. Could we see another Frosty skin being accepted next year? What would they do? I do not know. Maybe a window with a rug? Maybe. We'll see. But for what it is, do you like it? Feel free to comment below. I think a lot of people will be appreciating this. I think a lot of people will be adoring it. It is a very nice looking skin. And its creativity with the snow globe design and whatnot, very lovely continuation. I just don't know what else they could do next. That's why I suggested the window rug, maybe. So, that's perfectly fine. It's not abnormal. I can't help but assume it will still go down in price. As you saw with the other lockers, they have dipped down in price. Is that them at their lowest? Probably. But as time will tell, we should be well aware that February, March and April, yes, I know we've already talked about this, but by default, when you look at that, whilst we can see the Christmas stuff and whatnot, even if this was like a random generic locker, I would still expect this to go down in price during that period of time. We get quite a lot of people playing during January, but then it drops off in February and March and April. But then it rebounds and everybody returns to play during the summer. Now, I am well aware, chances are we're probably getting the primitive game mode being introduced probably as early as January. I've noticed something. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But if you've been keeping an eye on the commits, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll see. Anyway, for what this is, it's very nice. I think people will be appreciating it. But I kind of want to wait it out still until Thursday or Wednesday night, I should say. I can still see that going down in price. But if you like it, you buy it because you like it, all right? Okay, then. So that's all nice and dandy. Shall we now go ahead and talk about the gift stack backpack? So I'm sure quite a lot of you did watch my Rust Christmas 2024 Workshop Skin Checks video. I basically pointed out all the collection continuations that are submitted for Christmas, and notably I did point out 2 backpack skins in here that I thought probably had a very good chance, that being the Mr. Gingerbread backpack and of course the Serious Santa backpack. But I was fully well aware that there was a lot of competition for backpacks this year. 21 individual designs were submitted, so yes, there was a lot to choose from. But of course, Gift Stack Backpack was the one that was accepted. But just to kind of really get the point across, Look at all the different backpacks that were submitted. Anyway, cool. Let's go give this a good look. And here we are. Get a good look at that. You can still see the grenade. Yeah, that is a perfectly fine, lovely, wrapped up backpack right there. I fully expected something like this. I thought Santa's sack, presents, snowman stuff, gingerbread. It was inevitable. It was expected. And as you can see, it's right there in front of us. A present-themed backpack. I'm sure people appreciate that. But, of course, with it being Christmas-themed, are people going to actively keep wanting to use this throughout the year? I doubt it. Oh, I forgot to turn lights off. Right, there you go, perfect. Doesn't glow in the dark. As you can see, no. There's no signs of glow in the dark on this. So, yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's a perfectly fine looking skin. But I have given you the warnings about backpacks, or the recent ones, or the first initial skins that would come out, that as time goes on, they are going to become less special because more and more options are going to be accepted, and more options are probably going to maybe look more interesting compared to the original ones. And when the original ones have sold far too much and they have tons of the stock in circulation, that will definitely amount to some problems. Now, I do want to point out this is kind of reflective. You know, like with normal wrapping paper, it's kind of shiny. Yeah, I can see that. That's a lovely piece of work. So, who produced this? This happens to be made by a Mr. Where is he? Sorry about this. I've lost it. Decap. Right. Congratulations there, Decap and Gorback. Congratulations in winning the spot for becoming the first Christmas backpack skin in Rust. Well done. But next week, wouldn't be surprised if we see another one. I fully expect it. So, out of the remaining 20, who will be accepted next? Feel free to comment below. But yeah, that backpack, take a look at all the recent backpack skins we've seen. How are they currently holding up? Oh, Desert Nomads are already equal. So it's already evens. Plus, of course, take this. Both of these have gone down a price. And the Hazmat. I didn't even look at that. So yeah, No Mercy's starting to slip a bit. There is a lot of stock on the Steam market. I might have to do like a follow-up video. I might have to do a follow-up video talking about these because I expected it, I anticipated it, and it's happening. Now, right now, it's evens. But clearly earlier, there was one listed at a lower price. However, some people have appeared and they've got ahead and put down very strong buy orders. Are they going to stick around when we inevitably see the player counts drop and the value of skins drop over the course of February, March, and April? That's something we'll have to see, but is this just trying to give the illusion that there's a lot of support? We shall see. Anyway, just simply pointing out how these initially had a lot of support, a lot of demand behind them, and then dropped down in value. Do not be surprised if that happens to this. How low will the gift stack backpack go? Don't fully know. It's the first instance that we'll be keeping an eye on such a thing, but I probably will be playing it safe. I probably might just do something like around $1 with a buy order. Pick a ton of these up around April time, you know, February, March, April. But yeah, as we get closer to next year, surely it'll go back up in value. That's the expectation. That's what we pointed out earlier. So regardless, if you like it, go buy it. Support that skin creator. Maybe next year we'll get something like gift stack, I don't know, lockers, double doors, you know, just have like tons of like presents all stacked up and whatnot. That would be an interesting design. So it's up to you, Mr. Decap. You've got a year to think about it. Right then, so we've talked about that. We've talked about our concerns. But now let's go ahead and talk about delicious gingerbread. Oh, yes. So, too much surprise, there was another gingerbread pair of doors accepted this year. You know, over the past like few years, we've been getting a lot of skins produced by FaZe. And there was a armor double door set that was produced, but nope. This gingerbread house has taken its spot. Yes, get a good look at the cutesy design with the gingerbreads on the windows. Oh, look, you got a little gingerbread Christmas tree there as well. That's cute. That's nice. So I believe this is produced by Camo Legend and Barurik. And there you go. Get a good look at that. Glows in the dark ever so nicely. Cutesy little design. Is this going to hold up well? Probably not, no. Christmas skins. Giving you the warning. Take a look at all the gingerbread doors that came out over the past years. Go take a look at them right now. Even as we've gotten close to Christmas time, they haven't really gone up in price that much. I know. But, yeah. Do be concerned. Do be wary. But at the end of the day, if you like it, go buy it. Appreciate it. It's a lovely, cozy looking design. You've got they've got a little wreath for themselves. That's cute. But yeah, with the arrival of the gingerbread building skin, maybe this might sell a few bit more. Okay, you know, maybe that'd probably be nice. But overall, I just said gingerbread skins aren't holding up very nicely, but garage door skins, how have they been holding up over the past year? Now, I should sit here and say, I'm not at all surprised to see that this was accepted, because the amount of garage doors we've had so far this year is a record-breaking amount. Last year, 28 was the record-breaking amount. This year, it's 34. With all the Twitch drops, with all the skins being accepted in Rust stores, we shouldn't be surprised by this. Do you reckon we'll still see one more accepted just before the end of this year? Feel free to comment below. But yeah, that is maddening. And out of all the marketable ones, you might notice there's 1, there's 2, there is 3, 4. Oh, that one shouldn't really count. That one shouldn't really count. 4, yeah, only 4 skins that are that are currently the positive that were marketable. I won't count that one because that was obviously the copyright issue. It's got notoriety behind it, so yeah, that's kind of a little bit special. But all the other skins, yeah, not exactly holding up super great. Even Ultramarines kind of dipped down in price a little bit. Oh dear. So that right there, I fully expect to go down in price. Probably easily drop off to maybe about $1 by March time. But of course, at the end of the day, if you like what you see, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creators, keep them nice and motivated, keep want to put out nice creative designs in the future. But just take a look at all like other gingerbread door skins right now, and you'll see for yourself that unfortunately they're just not really holding up super great. Now the wooden double door's doing totally fine. The sheet metal double door's doing totally fine, but the single door and the garage door, yeah. So it's not even the first gingerbread garage door we've had. But as you can see, there's a lot of listings there, and the price is only sitting there at about $1.60. So for $2.49. Oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, you've been warned. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together. So whatever you do next is up to you. But let's now go ahead and talk about the next skin. That being the Ice Vortex Furnace. Now you might not fully remember that this is part of a collection. So let's just quickly remind you. Produced by Shedmon, we have seen a Ice Vortex Satchel Charge and an Ice Vortex Garage Door. Now, I know, I've just gone through the whole rigmarole talking about that, garage doors aren't exactly holding up super great. And now we've got this one right here, and it's not doing super great. I did explain everything, but yeah, this is one of the Christmas skins, unfortunately, hasn't been holding up super great, as you can see. Now, with the arrival of the furnace today, you might think, oh, maybe it'll bounce up a bit, but apparently no. Well, give it some time. Maybe we'll see some signs of improvement. But yeah, congratulations to Shedmon. Congratulations in getting another skin accepted with your Ice Vortex collection. Next year, sheet metal double doors, maybe. No, a revolver. Water purifier. Anyway, nice icy cold water would be perfect. Let's go avert our eyes and change over to here. Well, hello there. Yes, we have a little furnace over here. We've actually shown it off in the workshop skin checks video because, as I said, it is a collection continuation. It's got a lovely set of lights wrapped all around it because at night time it stands out ever so nicely. Shall we go ahead and take a look at that? As you can see, they stand out ever so nicely. I wasn't lying. So yes, this grumpy looking furnace right here, I'm sure a lot of people will be appreciating it. Lights on. Thank you very much. Let's just move the sun around. Let's get a better look. As we slowly pan the sun around, you can see the lovely shine of the snow. Very nice, very cool. But yeah, Christmas themed furnace. What do you reckon's going to happen? Yes, of course it's going to go down in price. We've just talked about this so much already. Now Rotary unhappy. He can't believe that you can stay focused and listen. But anyway, so yeah, it's not going to be. This isn't even the first Christmas furnace. I'm sure you're well aware that we've had plenty in the past. Now, I've owned quite a lot of these Christmas furnaces in the past, so let me just quickly go remind you that, look, wrap furnace right there, down by 50%. Oh dear. Scroll. No Christmas one that year. Snowman furnace. That is down by 6%. That's actually improved. Props to you. Actually improved. That's nice. But where's the Santa one? I owned a few of those earlier, and they haven't been selling very nicely. There you go. Right. Like a year ago, this was selling for like $3. This year, it's barely been over $1.50. I know. These furnaces, I think it's because we just got far too many of them now. They've actually become quite a struggle to sell for like good profits. So as I look at this Ice Vortex Furnace, number one, I will point this out. I do like the design. I do like the glow up with the Christmas lights and whatnot. I hope to see it work out nicely. But it's still going to go down in price, yeah. Still going to probably end up less than $1 at a certain point over the course of the next couple of months. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. But at the end of the day, if you like what you see, feel free to consider buying it, support that skin creator. And do you have an idea for what you'd like to see become the next Ice Vortex skin? Because it's been pretty successful so far, and I reckon we could probably see another interesting Ice Vortex skin being produced. I just don't fully know what it'd be. Maybe a rug? Maybe. You could have like a scary snowman face looking through a window at night. Right then, so we've just talked about that. What else is there to talk about? Oh, looks like we've got a jackhammer to take a look at. All right then, so let's go get myself in position, and let's go ahead and take a look at that gingerbread jackhammer. Say hello to the first jackhammer skin to be accepted in a Rust store in 2024. Yes, it's December, I'm well aware. But algorithm, congratulations. For some strange reason, whilst we've seen a lot of interesting Jackhammer skins being produced this year, none of them were accepted until now. Now, I know we had Twitch drops and whatnot, fair enough. But yeah, it's a bit odd. Something that does get used quite a lot. I don't know why Face Punch wasn't accepting them. But hey, if you're a skin creator, keep that in mind, because maybe the floodgate's going to open again and we suddenly see a lot more of these potentially being accepted. We shall see. Anyway, a sweet, delicious looking design. It's made out of gingerbread. It's got icing on top. It's held together with chocolate. I mean, come on now. How could you say no? And also, a lot of people are going to be very curious and ask, hey, how does it look, as you're using it? And of course, give it a nice inspection. Lovely stuff. Let's just move the sun around. Can we get a better look as we inspect? Come on. Come on. Move that sun. There we go. All right, perfect. Now, nighttime. Quick look at that. It doesn't glow in the dark. If anybody was concerned about that, I can confirm it doesn't glow in the dark, but you can still vaguely see it. I'm sure you'll be very happy about that. So, yeah, it's fine for what it is. Now, let's talk about jackhammers, because, will it be a nice investment? Number one, that right there, it's not abnormal. Okay, that's a bit of concern. But look at all the jackhammers that came out over the past years. Do you notice how we only have 1 and 2 in the negative? Okay, right, well, fair enough. This is what happens when you see next to no skins being introduced for the item. And it does get a lot of usage. I'm sure you're well aware of that. You're using it. But yet, we still got Twitch drops. So will there be more of these in the future? I do anticipate that. I do expect that. But it might just be Twitch drops again. Like, I am noticing a lot more Twitch drops being produced and made. And okay, so wouldn't surprise me if we see at least another Twitch drop next year. But hopefully we do see some more skin creators considering making jackhammers themselves, and hopefully we do see them potentially being accepted because there's demand. I do think this Gingerbread Jackhammer will probably sell quite decently. Now, of course, all of these skins are ahead of it at the moment, fair enough. But, if it still does at least 15,000 subscribers, I think that'll be A-okay. But how much will it be after all of this, So the best thing we can compare to is the, the Nutcracker Jackhammer, because that's currently down in price. That's a Christmas-themed jackhammer. Let's go see how this performed over the past, 2 years? I think this has been out since, 2022. So, as you can see, it hasn't been superb. It came out, went down in price very quickly. It went as low as $1. But then, as times improved, as it got closer to Christmas in 2023, it went all the way up to about $1.50. And, over the past, few months, it did peak all the way up to close to $2. Went back down again. It's starting to get back up again now. It went down in price is the main thing that we've got to be concerned about. If its lowest point was $1, maybe that's how we'll approach the brand new Gingerbread Jackhammer. Maybe at its worst, it does end up at around $1 as well. But if we did a 70 cents, 90 cent bar order, hey, all right, that's fine. We can hold on to these, wait until the next December, and then we'll be able to sell them for some sweet, delicious looking profit. Because, it's all nice and sweet. But yeah, this right here, I do think probably will be a very nice thing to pick up. But I do expect it to go down in price. But by all means, if you haven't had, a sweet and delicious jackhammer in a very long time, maybe this is the one to look for. Algorithm, that's a perfectly fine looking skin. I do believe a lot of people will be appreciating it. But, I do still expect it to go down in price. So you've been warned. Be concerned a bit. But, hey, enjoy it. Let's now talk about the Polar Bear Rock. Do you have to feed it Coca-Cola? Probably. But, yep. So, you may recall Firefly and Anetta, they actually got their Harbour Seal Rock accepted not too long ago. And if you look at both of them, you might notice a bit of a... Anyway, that's just efficiency. So, yes, get a good look at those big little eyes. Oh, so cute, so happy. I still expect it to go down in price. Sorry to say. Yes, so he's got the Santa hat on. He's got a cute little smile. But, maybe it still ends up like the Harbour Seal Rock where it goes up in price pretty quickly. Because right now, that's up by about almost 50%. It's the only rock skin this year that's performed nicely. Now, quite recently I talked about this when I looked at the Thanksgiving Turkey Rock. Anything animal themed tends to be a lot better for a rock skin. So as I scroll down over to here, look, Pug Rock, Hamster Rock. These two, capybaras, they'd probably just sold too much. And the Hermit Crab Rock, you can hardly tell it's an animal. But yeah. Will that cute little face manage to retain interest? Will that cute little face manage to stay in people's hearts, even though it's not Christmas anymore? That's my concern. I think this. I feel like this is what's going to happen. This will go down in price, but it'll probably be at worst maybe down to about $1.50. Over the course of February, March, and April, that might be its lowest point. But from then on, it'll probably just keep slowly, graciously rising up in price. It's selling nicely at the moment, but there's still 7 skins ahead of it. Okay. Let's wait and see how that looks on Wednesday night. That is abnormal, $2.49, but at the moment I'm still expecting that to probably drop off in price. But I can see it working out ever so nicely in the future. I could see it eventually working out quite nicely like the Harbour Seal Rock, but that would be more of a case of in anticipation to next Christmas. It's cute. It's silly. You probably need a lot of Coca-Cola for it, but still, it's a little bit concerning for what might happen. So as I quickly go back over to here and switch around, oh, look at that. Look at this bundle of joy. Look at his little face, squish his eyeballs out. Right, if I could just quickly inspect it, and you can see it doesn't glow in the dark, so that's a positive. It is quite bright at night time, though, because it's a polar bear, it's white. Anyway, let's go over to here. Let's go under the light. Get a good look at those eyes. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's so happy and cute. But yeah, is that something you're looking for? Are you looking for cute? Don't you want like a very vicious, angry-looking bear? Well, Firefly and Annetta, they're also making the Vicious Animal Collection. So if you could think of a vicious polar bear rock, that would be very funny if they did that. So you got like the cutesy design here, and then have like a bloodthirsty bear next. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, instead of a red hat, red face. Anyway. So, for what it is, it's cute, it's silly. I am still concerned, all right? So, Christmas, you enjoy it now. By all means, enjoy it. But, you're not enjoying it in February, March, and April. So, let's see what happens with this. But I can still see it rebounding and going up in price towards the next Christmas. So, I will keep that in mind. Right then, so with that all said and done, it's abnormal. We can wait and talk about this, of course, on Wednesday night next week. But shall we now go ahead and talk about the sleeping gift bag, sweet gift sleeping bag? I stumbled there. I'm stupid. Right then, so Christmas themed sleeping bags. Have we had that happen before? Did we have one last year? Because here's the thing. I think we had a Twitch drop last year. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And that was a TWITCHMAS skin. We'll be talking about that in a bit, won't we? Because it appears we're going to have a 2024 batch. Oh, yes. And yes, that also implies we are very likely going to be getting another sleeping bag for free. Anyway, as I scroll down, have we seen like Christmas skins for sale? We had the Christmas gift bag. It's all green and whatnot. It's only down by 11%. It's actually doing pretty good. And then we go back further. What else we've seen? We've got the Santa's bag right there for 2019. That's currently slightly in the positive. Okay, that's cool. And we scroll down a little bit more. Seasons beatings. You're not very flashy. You know what? I want to look at the Santa's bag, because that's been around for a good few years now. It didn't sell ridiculously. So, all right, cool. It's got 86 listings on the Steam market. Let's see how this, perfect. That's actually absolutely perfect. You can clearly see that every single year after Christmas, it goes down in price pretty hard. And then it kind of goes up a bit during the year, goes back down again during the autumn fall seasonal dip, but goes back up again for Christmas. This is what I fully expect for this brand new sleeping bag. All right. So as long as it remains fairly in demand, it will still be bought, and in anticipation of next Christmas and whatnot, it very likely will go all the way up in price. But again, as we said a little bit earlier, you should fully expect it to drop off in price very quickly. All right. So with all this fuss, why don't we go ahead and actually showcase that skin? So as I could just quickly go over to here with my eyes, as you can see, that brand new sleeping bag is right over here. Now, Wrapped Furnace from the previous year, that is a collection continuation to that. So if I could just quickly snap back to the day. There you go. It's all wrapped up with Christmas lights and whatnot. Very nice to see. This is a perfectly fine collection continuation. The pillows, it's made out of candy and chocolate and sweets. Oh, yes, very nice, very tasty. But yes, of course, you are probably well aware that this happens to glow in the dark ever so nicely at night time. Tap. So yeah. If you don't have your base set up with electrics, lighting, fire, then that will probably be very helpful for you. At least for the festive period, you'll probably appreciate that. Don't blame you. Perfectly fine. But what happens after Christmas? Well, we've already established that. You should anticipate that potentially going down in price pretty hard. It's to be expected, all right? So what is it selling for right now? $2. How low will it go? Probably around $1 and less, probably, yeah. But in anticipation for the next Christmas, cool. You know exactly how this works. That's also abnormal, so we can get those barters down nice and early and appreciate that. Cool. But yeah, it will be going down in price. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Right then, let's go ahead and talk about the Frozen Santa hoodie and pants. So, as I hop back over to here, we can get a good look at that hoodie and pants right about now. Yes. Now, a little bit earlier, I did point this out. This actually didn't get a good upvote to downvote ratio. But Johnny, old boy, I will give it to you. It's a perfectly fine looking design. Who throws Santa? How cruel. But, for what it is. It's silly. It's funny. I don't think everybody's going to appreciate it, though. It's not like fully red. It's not like fully blue. What are you? Anyway, snap. So, yeah, maybe next year we'll see some Tier 2 armor, some Tier 3 armor. I'd like to see that happen. I'd fully anticipate that. A full set of Frozen Santa would look pretty cool. Tier 2 next year? Yes, please. Right. So it's nice. It's cool, quite literally. But is that going to hold up nicely when it's no longer Christmas? No. No. Right, so maybe the best thing we can compare to is Christmas Gang, but let me tell you, Christmas Gang is like fully red and whatnot. It actually looks like, Santa's clothes. So Christmas Gang, hoodie and pants. Let's go ahead and take a look at you. Yep, so every single year it goes down in price after Christmas, and then it slowly, gradually rises back up. $5 almost. Ooh, maybe I want to consider selling them. Anyway, so yes, get a good look at that. It always goes up and then down, and up and then down. So after Christmas, down. And then anticipation of next Christmas, up. And then it goes down. And in anticipation of next Christmas, it goes up. So yes, maybe our brand new hoodie and pants behave this exact same way. But it's competing with Christmas Gang now, and I don't think Christmas Gang are going to get pushed aside. Sorry to say, but I feel like you can probably understand. Pure red actually looks like it. And this right here, whilst it has a fun gimmick and it looks silly, yeah, that's probably gone down to maybe about 50 to 70 cents. It is abnormal. We can keep an eye on this. Maybe it doesn't sell too much. Maybe it only does like 5,000 subscribers by next Thursday. That will change things up. And also, we talked about this with the Halloween skins, didn't we? So as long as we see a collection continuation, hoodie and pants, tier 2, tier 3, doesn't matter. If we see those interesting core pieces, if they do get accepted in the future, it'll still go up in price. Yes. All right. So Frozen Santa hoodie and pants, it's a perfectly fine gimmick, a perfectly fine silly design, but it's still going to go down in price. Yes, I fully expect it. So for now, let's see what happens. But yeah, buy it if you like it. Support the skin creator. Keep them nice and motivated. Keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. Keep them motivated to keep wanting to put out nice, interesting collection continuations potentially in the future. Yes. Right. So I hope you enjoyed it. I do like the little scarf on the inside. That's actually pretty cute. That's a little detail I didn't notice. All right. Props to you there, Johnny, old boy. You've been putting out a lot of interesting skins over the many years. Let's see if we see some more in the future. All right. And now it's time to showcase the final skin. So let me just quickly open all of this up. Goodbye, weapon skins. Hello, sir. All right. Let's go quickly whip this out. Okay. Snap. Let's get a good look at this during the day. So I've actually shown this off already. This is a collection continuation to an AK-47 we had accepted last year, if I can recall. Delarai, congratulations. Your bright blue design is accepted. Get a good look at that ever so nice batch of snowflakes right there. And if I could just move the sun around so we could get a better inspection look. Yep, nice and shiny, reflective, pretty cool. And the aim sight should be good for pretty much every single environment. Snap, snap, tap, 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 tap. All right, so nighttime look. Get a good look at this. So yeah, it might be a little bit hard to notice. It actually does kind of brighten up a fair bit, but at the end of the day, just use a holosight. That's up to you. That's up to you. All right, anyway, cool. Let's pull back. Right then. So with that, that's very nice to look at. Let's go ahead and stage and talk about, Christmas weapon skins. You know exactly how this is going to go. Christmas weapon skins, do they ever hold up in price ever so nicely? No, not really, no. So one great thing to do is, first of all, snap, take a look at that. Get a good look at all the cold blue snowflakes right there. Very nice. Cool looking design. Props to you, Mr. Deadeye. Looks ever so nice. But as I hop over to here, it's Deadeye. Oh, cool. Imagine if it was the wrong name. Sorry about that. So anyway, yes, it is a collection continuation to its AK-47 from the previous year. As you can see, that's down by 50%. It's down to, it's $1. It's quite literally $1. Maybe a few of these got bought out today with the arrival of the SAR. I doubt it. I don't think everyone's going to make the connection. It came out and it hasn't changed since. It's basically been $1 forever. Very sorry to say, but yeah, that's pretty much what I expect for the SAR. I track people's behavior, all right? Not hating on the skin, not like dissing it or anything, but if people aren't interested, that's like expected to happen. I'm very sorry to say. So let's also take a look at all the SARs. As you take a look at all the SARs right here, right now, you also might notice that the vast majority of SARs, things aren't lining up perfectly for this skin, is it? No. Now, if it stood out and was part of a notable collection, oh yeah, maybe things would improve. But it's a Christmas skin. And whilst we might slowly see more and more snowflake skins being accepted, it's quite slow. that's going down to less than $1. I'm sorry to say, but I just can't help but assume it's going to happen. But it's still a very nice looking SAR, and I'm sure a lot of people will be appreciating that. If you like it, go treat yourself, buy it, support the skin creator. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up selling like a fairly decent amount and still goes down in price. So yeah, that is basically it. That is pretty much everything right there. Doesn't glow, as you can see, but it's still quite bright at night, so I'm sure some people might appreciate that at night time. Alright then, so that is basically everything, but there's a little bit of an extra that we need to discuss. So, what's that in front of me? Well, we'll be explaining it in a bit. So just to repeat, we didn't get the Christmas items. What I'm referring to is the Christmas items, as you can see here. So I'm talking about the festive garlands, the centipede, yeah, all of that. See this? All of these. So yeah, that's expected to be released. I don't know why those are there. That's expected to be released on Monday the 16th of December. No, I do not expect Christmas lights, the original ones. I do not expect them to be brought back. I'd be incredibly surprised. But if they were to do it, sell them for $100 in the Rust store, but make all the proceeds go to a charity. That would be cool. You know, I don't think people will be upset by that. Right, anyway, so 16th of December, the actual Christmas update is coming out. Then we'll see the arrival of these Christmas items. Now, there's a brand new item. It is the ice sculpture. That is expected to be released on Monday with all the Christmas items. Maybe one of the Christmas items isn't brought back. What will it be? I don't know. Do I expect any of them to be removed? I don't think so. I know. When we saw the Dracula cape earlier this year, 2 months ago, we thought something would be removed. Nothing got removed, really. So, yes, be prepared for that. And, of course, that's expected to be something that's going to be marketable. I expect it might be DLC. Maybe it's going to be DLC. But I'm under the impression it's actually something you can buy, much like these items here. And, yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. Cool. Now, what was I looking at over to here? What's this in front of me? Oh, that wrong one. There's some more items here. Skins. What's going on, Hedge? Well, I alluded to this a little bit earlier. Gentlemen, ladies, we happen to have TWITCHMAS happening all over again. So on December 16th, with the introduction of the Christmas update, it appears we're going to get 5 Twitch drops appearing as well. A small box, a sleeping bag, a wooden door, and a pair of hide clothing. Now, I'm going to do a separate video showcasing these skins off, but I have put out a tweet, and you can see that over to here. Here we are. Seems we're getting another batch of TWITCHMAS Rust skins for 2024. Watch anyone streaming Rust on Twitch over the Christmas period. Announcement is likely going to be on Monday. And we are anticipating a special blog post, much like last year, for Christmas 2023. They will just basically say, oh, look, we got all this now. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, everybody appreciate, blah, 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 blah. And the items get brought back, and then TWITCHMAS. I believe this is how it's going to be introduced once again. And if it's going to be like last year, between December 16 to the 31st, there'll be Twitch drops that you can pick up. And yes, all you got to do is just watch someone streaming Rust on Twitch. It's as simple as that. You could just idle. It's not hard. You've got 2 weeks to do this. Now, you might notice I haven't shown off the hoodie and pants. Well, I've got to make sure you want to watch the video showcasing them in the the thing. So, right, it does look like it's pretty good primitive camouflage. Yes, that is hide shirt, pants with the Arctic hoodie, the bullet head wrap. That's it. Someone referred to it as hoodie and pants, and I was like, "What are we talking about?" And now it's in my head. Sorry about that. But yeah, it looks like it does a perfectly reasonable job. I think people will appreciate it because it's free. It's free. It might be about 12 hours to get it, but hey, I mean, I don't think people will be complaining. And because it's free and everybody can have it, you have no right to complain. I guess. Anyway. So, yeah, that'll be nice and appreciated. Now let's talk about the commits. So, have you been keeping an eye on all the commits? There's been a lot of interesting things being mentioned, so let's just go through the details once more. I have noticed, over to here, high walls are apparently being merged from main. I am under the impression it might not be the Christmas update, but it might be January. I believe that's where we're going to see the first high wall skins being implemented. And with what's been mentioned previously, it looks to be the Frontier wooden building skin and the Adobe stone wall building skin. I'm not sure if this is going to be separate, something you had to buy extra. I get the feeling it's going to probably just be implemented with the building skins because they need you to buy those Adobe building skins and Frontier building skins. Maybe they just haven't sold as much. Maybe that's the reason why they're getting them first. Well, Frontier's the only wooden building skin we have, but anyway, I do believe that'll be part of the building skins. Yes, you'll be able to skin your external walls, and I guess it would look very cool. So that's something to look forward to. All right. So with the recent change, we could upgrade your wooden external walls into stone. That seems to be like the pre-update for introducing skins, so that's cool. That, of course, means new skinnable items, but nothing you can buy and trade and whatnot. So, all right, cool. Well, not really, but anyway, moving on. Jungle Ruins was mentioned once again. It really does feel like this is potentially going to be announced soon. So what do I mean by Jungle Ruins? More specifically, I'm talking about the jungle biome. We still have not had like a proper announcement, but I'm definitely in the position of thinking and leaning more towards, I think primitive game mode will happen before jungle biome. Whilst this has been worked on for a lot of time, along with many other assets and interesting things in the past as well, it really does look like the primitive game mode will probably be coming out, and maybe as early as January. I'm still leaning more towards February, but yeah, primitive game mode, we've seen some interesting things, such as you are able to handcuff someone, right? You can put them on the catapult, and you can launch them in the air. Yep, tweak catapult launcher. So yeah, seat mount point, allow handcuff player to be forced to mount, reloading level change, player corpse thrown force. Now, I saw that and I was like, oh, hang on a minute. If you're going to do that, there should be a voluntary thing for that. So, obviously in primitive game mode, you can't have helis, can you? So how are you going to get on top of a base? I hope parachutes would still be allowed. So I went with the suggestion of, well, hang on a minute. Can't we, like, launch teammates up into the sky and then they use their parachutes and they'll slowly fall down on top of a base and then they can tap from top? I know you might sit there and say, what, the siege towers? I don't think they go up that high. And considering how high certain bases can be, I'm just saying. So that'd be interesting. That'd be cool. A primitive way of getting up in the air. Just shoot me up. We should have a cannon. Actually, anyway, moving on. But no, seriously, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, that's nice. Interesting things being worked on. But you should also be aware with the primitive, the actual primitive game mode, it looks like at the same time we'll be seeing a special DLC being produced. Now, I don't think I have it right here. Oh, there you go. Night Armor DLC. That was quick. Night Armor DLC with a sheet metal double door. I'm not sure what armor this is going to be. Is it tier 2? Is it tier 3? There's a male and a female helmet. That's cool. But yeah, can you remember the Ice King DLC? We've got a special throne and the tier 3 armor and the AK. That's something I'm expecting here. We're going to get some special armor, a special deployable, and maybe a special weapon. Probably a longsword. I would go for a longsword. Like, what out of all the games that you've played, what's the type of... Don't say Final Fantasy. What's the type of sword that you'd love to see them implement? Don't say Final Fantasy. Look at my huge sword. That can be interpreted in many different ways. Shut up, Hedge. Anyway, you get the idea. I think we're getting some sort of special, like a longsword to go with that, and I think people will like it. I think people will definitely look forward to that. But of course, it's DLC and you got to pay for it. So yeah, yippee. Yippee! Anyway, so things are lining up very nicely for this 2025. Yep. We might not have anything like the world update, but at least we're getting some different types of game modes. We're getting the actual biome, it seems. I'm just wondering, will they actually announce the biome around Christmas time? Just like a little teaser, a little tweet, maybe a little video just showcasing like a monkey or something. I love monkeys. But I'm pretty sure they'd like to show off their jungle ruins or something, the snakes. We shall see. The blow dart, that's been mentioned as well. Don't forget about that. That's primitive. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would appreciate that. Right. Is there anything else that needs to be mentioned? Well, we've mentioned that. We've mentioned this. We've mentioned that. Yep. I think we're covered. I think we're good. So, yeah, that was quite a lot of information to throw at you. But it's Christmas. Yippee. But just remember, Christmas skins as investments. Nah. Sorry to say, but I'm sure you understand that. We've been through this before. Yeah, it's not always Christmas, I'm afraid. And unfortunately, they don't really do a very good job of retaining their value. But they do go back up in value when we get close to the next Christmas. So that's how you should see it. That's how you should view it. At the end of the day, that's it. Right. Okay, maybe there's one more thing I could talk about. I've been considering this. I've talked it over my chat on stream. I saw this. This was shown to me by Micro, a good friend of mine. And he was talking about how, hey, look, they're doing this. HLTV, they are constantly talking about the pro scene with Counter-Strike. And, of course, they're now talking about skins here. What if we did this with Rust? Now, yeah, there might be quite a lot of people potentially, like, maybe going to moan at each other and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if we got a lot of people taking part, right, in telling me what your favourite skins were in 2024, not a collection. I need you to tell me like 3 skins. So maybe I'll go over to here and showcase my Discord. So take a look at this. I've set something up right here where I'm just asking people, hey, I need you to help me out. I need to get data. I need to see what you, the people here, what were your favourite skins from December 2023 to December 2024? Yeah, I have to go back to then because we're like halfway through this year's month, so yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I've seen mentions of flashbacks. Hoodie, no, that wasn't it. Oh no, sorry, I got that mixed up with something else. I thought you said Thundergold. Don't get me started. But yeah, flashbacks, Hoodie and Pants, Thundergold, AK-47. I've read it at the same time. I'm cooked. Sorry. But yeah, everybody here has mentioned 3 different skins. I'll keep a tally, and then maybe I'll figure out which ones are mentioned the most, and then from there we'll make like a poll, and then we'll truly figure out what is the skin of the year in 2024. You know, so. And to everyone who would take part in this, I would then probably, you know, every person who took part would be eligible to potentially win like a pair of surgeon scrubs. Because over post-Christmas, I'm going to be selling so much that I'm going to have plenty of money to spend, and I'll just go buy a prize, you know, a good price. Something that people would want. So, all right, cool. We've got that nice and established. I will make a tweet for this, and yeah, that will be out, and then we can start collecting data on my Discord, maybe on my YouTube as well. And then, of course, on Twitter. So, yes, I need to hear from you as far back as 2023. So, remember, you can use scmm.app for this. scmm.app, get a look at that. Some people still don't know what this website is. You can easily go back 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. You know, you got all that here. If you want to go even further back, look, there's an arrow there. Oh, there you go. That was easy. If you want to skip ahead to a point where you can kind of see all the months, if you click the little clock button there, all of 2024 is right there in front of you, all right? So if you need to remind yourself, oh, when did that skin come out and whatnot, did it actually come out? You can also look up collections. Like, if I randomly said Redemption, there you go. Just wait a little second, and oh, there you go, collection, and oh, there you go. But just remember, I don't want to hear collections. I want you to say skins, all right? I've had so many people just randomly say flashbacks and Thundergold, and I'm like, no, tell me a skin. We're here to try and figure out what potentially are the best skins. Now, that might be based on your own personal opinions of what was the most creative skin, what was the most interesting looking skin, what was the most impressive looking skin. How you distinguish that is up to you, or you can just pick out what your favourites are. That's fine. It's an open vote. It's an open suggestion. But once we have like a decent amount of skins that got mentioned a lot, then we'll like probably specify what we're looking for. So, yeah, like actively pick out skins that you think look good and you appreciate and you enjoy using. That's probably the best way to go about it. Yeah, cool. Right then, so you can message that in YouTube. I'll have to collect that data as well. But if you're already in my Discord server and you've already voted suggestions and whatnot, please don't do that. Yeah, I'll be able to figure it out anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's everything. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.